The chain stitch is an incredibly versatile stitch. You find it in embroidery, lace making, tailoring, dressmaking, bookbinding, and even in modern industrial construction. As a matter of fact, it was the stitch that was used on the very first sewing machine. And archaeological evidence suggests that it was used as early as 1100 BCE in China, where it was used as surface embroidery. And it was continued to be used in the 16th century, where we find it not only in surface design for flat fabric, but also on pleated fabric as well, which is also known as smocking. It can be worked in straight lines across the rows, but it's also really good at following a curve or a wave. So it's a really great stitch for outlining or creating shapes. Now, I will admit that it isn't a very intuitive stitch. As a matter of fact, I have to go back and figure it out again every time I go to do it. But once you get the hang of it, it's not very difficult to work at all. Let's get stitching.
I'm a supervisor. Hey, give that back. Starting from the right side, bring the needle up through the left side of the first pleat. Then you're going to work a stitch from right to left through your first pleat and into your second pleat. Grab your thread, and you're going to wrap it behind your needle from top to bottom. And now you just pull to tighten, but you want to be gentle because you just want to keep a loop and you don't want to pull it to the point of distorting the pleats. Next, you're going to hold on to that thread, go through your previous loop, and then you're going to put your stitch through your third pleat. Now you want to make sure that thread is underneath your needle as you pull it tight. Again, make sure you don't pull it too tight. You just want it to be snug. Now we're going to go, again, it's just back through the previous loop into the next pleat, making sure that the thread is behind your needle as you pull. And then you just repeat. And when you're taking these stitches, you want to make sure that you're keeping them very shallow so that they sit on the top of the pleats and don't sink into the valley. Also, take care to keep your loops and pleats evenly spaced and your tension even. You want your loops to be uniform in size. Never pull the thread towards the loop because it can cause it to over-tighten. In order to end the stitch, go through the last loop and then into the next valley. Then you'll just go to the back and tie it off as usual. Another variety is you can work the stitch over two pleats and all you do is skip the pleat in between. And what this does is this just creates a more elongated look to the stitch. Now, another variation is to hold the needle at an angle as you are creating the stitches. This way you can make either a zigzag or a wave pattern. And when you start combining different patterns, you can create an entirely different design. Like with this, all I did was combine two wave stitches together. There are so many different designs you can create simply by using your imagination and learning some other stitches.
It also works great as a border for honeycomb smocking, which you can learn how to do in this video here.